Nobody supports Stefan Stearns. But because he is making some crazy threats, I want to take you on a little bit of a journey. So today, Elevated Truth, he has deleted the live streams, but they've been recorded. I just don't have them uploaded at this point in time. Did a fundraiser for Granny's Watching for legal expenses. Him and his chat raised $2,000 for Granny's Watching for legal expenses. Well, since you want to talk about people that support what Allegedly Speculating did, I'm going to start right where it starts. And that is Allegedly Speculating's video from July 16th, 2025. Now, what I'm about to show you might be shocking to some of you, because he is out here threatening anybody and everybody that supported Allegedly Speculating, calling them pedophile simps. Mind you, she took accountability. She apologized. She left everything up. Oh, they raised over $4K? Okay, well, that's great. They raised over $4,000 for Granny's Watching today, as he is making threats last night and over the last few days to expose anybody and everybody that supported Allegedly Speculating. Okay. Well, then let's just talk about who supported Allegedly Speculating. So like I said, July 16th, 2025. First, she's going over the emails. If you have questions and if you want to know the answers, Allegedly Speculating, she has an email. She's willing to talk. She has not avoided any questions. She will explain to you why she left everything up. She has stood on being transparent. She didn't want to hide anything. And that's what she chose to do. She chose to go about this with a level of integrity because she regretted what she did. She apologized. She took accountability and stood on transparency. She will never do it again. I don't know what more you can ask from somebody. But since he wants to make these threats, and I'm going to show you some more because it gets even worse. Because now we are not only making threats to go after subs, hiring private investigators, we are doxing minor children and riddles, doxing entire families. It wasn't bad enough. And I'm going to throw in a little bit more history that predates some of this recent BS because it's been one thing after another with this man. And I frankly, for one, have had enough. And I know everybody around me has had enough. So let's get honest here for a minute. Elevated Truth by Grabini. You want to start exposing all the people who supported this? Well, look no further than the very person that you raised money for.
I said Walmart has insurance to pay for the items that I take. So therefore,
She's reading these emails. July 16th, 2025.
Not going to hurt them. It's a multi-million-dollar company. I don't think me taking a freaking KitchenAid mixer here and there would hurt them. Little did I know that it actually does hurt people because if they have an area where theft is more prevalent, prices are higher to make up for what is taken out of the store that isn't paid for. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Kimmy C123. Try this again. Take my money. I love you. I love you.
I'm giving you a little context.
Me too. I don't want to take your money.
So nobody can say that this was just placed here accidentally.
But thank you for that. That was so very sweet of you. And I really appreciate that. Hey, Granny.
Bullshit.
I can never
he did
say your name. I've been in the bushes.
Please don't come in here and lie, especially when I can show you exactly what he's doing. There's no need to lie. If you want to believe his riddles and don't understand them, good on you. But some of us aren't dumb and some of us know exactly what's happening. He absolutely doxed her entire fucking family.
Just listening while cleaning.
And he's also pointed everybody right to the doxes of how to continue to dox them. Well, he's trying to link Allegedly Speculating's husband and Craig together because, you know, everything has to go back to Brittany and Craig when it doesn't quite fit there.
And such. I was shocked to hear someone pretended to be allegedly. Oh, are you talking about on Eddie's?
Oh, look at who it is. Look who it is. None other than Granny's Watching. Oh, you would think. Okay, Beck. Well, that's one comment, right? She probably just popped in and made one comment. Oh, you think? Okay, let's go.
Oh, you're talking about Hio.
I've been in the bushes listening while cleaning and such. I was shocked to hear someone pretended to be allegedly.
I'm sorry. I misread the first part. So Hio, I can never say your name. I've been listening in the bushes while cleaning and such. I was shocked to hear someone pretended to be allegedly. That's interesting. Thank you. It's good to see you and know that you were watching from the bushes. That's why I welcome felons. We aren't our past. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't talk about it much, but yeah, I do have an extensive past.
She's also been honest about that. Completely transparent. That's one thing about Allegedly Speculating that I respect. Even if I don't agree with her decisions at times, I respect her brutal honesty. Sometimes it's hard to swallow, but she's honest to a fault.
I didn't do those things. And ironically enough, the times that I did get caught was the times that I was going into boost while I was sick. If I went in and I was up sick, I could not play it off. Like, I was good. I could walk.
She talks about things. Well, okay. You might still say, well, that's another comment, right? In fact, let me just put the comments up on the screen so you can see the full live chat.
1.5, but right, they really incriminating things and they trolling a target, say certain things to keep them interested. And
where there's Granny's Watching, I caught 3 streams, but must have missed the last. I'm gonna go there real quick. Oh shit, she's still in the chat at 138. Well, fuck.
So they say really incriminating things, and then boom, you got this hook line.
What's crazy about this whole situation is Granny brought this up on August 7th. Granny brought this up. Granny was the one who brought this back up. Crazy, huh? That she was the one who sat in this chat, didn't have a problem with any of this. But then when she's getting called out and needs a look over there, not over here situation, she quickly forgets. Still in the chat at 142. Girl, did you know that Deborah Stearns is in your comments? So Elevated Truth, you're threatening to dox and go after everybody that supports Allegedly Speculating or supported Allegedly Speculating. Threatening them. Huh. Look no further than the person you raised money for then, right? because all I see is a bunch of fucking hot air. None of you care about what you're doing. None of you give a shit about what you're using Maddie for. Not a single one of you give a shit while you sit by and make up rumors and speculation about parents of a missing child, saying horrific shit about them over and over again. Of course she addressed him because people know that she was here. She continues to make comments in the chat.
Or unfairly.
You can go check it yourself if you want.
And unrighteously comes to mind. Hold on. I'll grab her link too. She also does true crime.
Down here commenting. Just
This
commenting
is
away.
Granny's watching. See, she just talked about Seth Rogers, rages, and cries on last
She
year.
also did content on Maddie Soto too, and actually ended up hiding it because it was, from what I've heard, so fucking foul.
The few Green Team stragglers left.
But I don't want to get caught up on this. I just think it's really interesting that he raised money for somebody today as he's making all these veiled threats to other people.
Do you think
She continues to be in the chat throughout 202. Like I said, this was when these emails were being addressed, July 16th, 2025. Not only that, but Wendy V dropped this video too.
Hey, guess what? I feel really important this morning. Yeah, Sis Stearns called in Turtle Island again to vote me off yesterday.
No way, did she really?
She sure did. She called me a twit. Last time I was a twat, now I'm a twit.
Oh, it's twat.
I'm like, is this real life, man?
Dude, I've seen her over in the comments.
So I guess, depending on who you are, some people that support this stuff and thought it was fine and were actually looking to talk to Deborah Stearns. Crazy shit right there. Brandy was asking Deborah Stearns to hear more about her experience and what she's gone through, but yet had the audacity of bringing this up. And, you know, oh my God, whew, it's so bad on August 7th. She thought it was so bad on August 7th. Now Elevated Truth and, you know, the little crony crowd over there that does the absolute most to distract away from scammers getting exposed, suicide, trolling by Elevated Truth, death certificates, day number 24, 25, no proof of death certificates, you know, all the multitude of things that he has done and said and accused people of sexual assault, all of the things. He hops into this, makes this big performance about how he's going to go after anybody and everybody that supports this, going to hire a private investigator, but then turns around today and raises money for the very person who sat right in that comment section, didn't have a fucking issue with any of this being done. You want to talk about re-victimizing a victim? What you guys are doing is re-victimizing a victim for performative fucking outrage. I don't know who's put him up to this, if somebody did put him up to this, but it's a constant over and over and over and over again situation to a dangerous degree. And I'm frankly, for one, sick and tired of everybody sitting here and giving excuses for this man. Oh, well, he feels some sort of way. Yeah, he has a lot of fucking unhealthy, unchecked emotions about a lot of shit. And I'm sorry, but when you're on the receiving end of his delusional fucking bullshit and the dangerous labels he puts on people, it's a whole different ballgame. Electro, I'm not in the mood for your shit tonight. You might want to just take your $2 super chats and get the fuck out.
So allegedly, Jesus Christ, I'm going to draw a blank here. Anyway, apparently she was emailing with Steven or whatever. Apparently she was emailing with Steven or whatever, and his mother was writing in the comments, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, allegedly speculating?
Yes.
She commented, no shit. I didn't
Yeah,
know
she
that.
was. She was.
Wild. That
She
is
actually called her like a low-down addict or something like that.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I take being a twist fight over a fucking murder and a pedo.
But my God, why would you like bring attention to yourself like that?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
It was known about. It was talked about. Like I said, she took accountability and owned this shit previous. Granny knew. I'm going to put a screen up over the top of mine now. Sorry, it's my wrinkled ass face, but I don't care. Because I'm going to play some stuff from his kick streams that are incredibly disgusting. Oh, and while we're at it, Julie Skolnick. Julie Skolnick is also attempting to use this email situation to try and rewrite what happened in her court filings. And now, because allegedly speculating in myself, FOIA'd those documents where she was accusing people in this sector, Queen Bee, myself, of crimes alongside allegedly Brittany, Jay, and her husband, Craig. Julie Skolnick is now trying to implicate, allegedly speculating in myself, in things such as this. Let me take this down. Julie Skolnick is a complete and entire fucking clown. Embarrassing, to say the least. Allegedly speculating, inappropriately communicated with my municipal prosecutor. I believe and plan to prove. Yet, still hasn't proven that. Only person that admitted, and I've shown the clips of it, that talked or claimed that they talked to your county and your law enforcement is none other than Queen Bee. I emailed one forwarded email of the original docket link to your prosecutor at the request of the county clerk, and that was it. Allegedly speculating, didn't do anything besides FOIA the police reports that you made on people on YouTube and attended the public court hearings. That's it, that's all. So get to proving that, Julie, because at the end of the day, you withdrew, claiming that you had personal issues and reasons for withdrawing your municipal complaints. But you and Elevated Douchebag are trying to somehow rewrite the fact, and he's trying to claim that we interfered with your ability of getting a restraining order on Craig. That we had the audacity to interfere with you getting a restraining order. Hell, maybe you should have told your fucking dumb buddy, Julie Skolnick, that in New Jersey, Superior Court proceedings are not public and cannot be FOIA'd unless you are a party of the case. Therefore, we had no information and didn't even speak about the RO hearings that we had nothing to do with whatsoever, even though every time Julie was losing, she came up with a new excuse and a new lie to cover her last bullshit. Neither one of us, allegedly speculating or myself, had fuck all to do with anything in Superior Court. Julie Skolnick was denied an RO because her evidence wasn't sufficient for an RO. because there was no threats to Julie Skolnick whatsoever, direct or indirect. And that was determined by a court of law. She withdrew her municipal complaints, stating that she had a personal reason, and then went on to tell people on social media she was donating a kidney. The bitch, I think, donated the last fucking brain cell that she had. Because then she goes on to say, allegedly speculating, flirted with my municipal prosecutor. How the fuck did that happen? But I love the defamation towards your municipal prosecutor. Inflating his ego. How did that happen? How did that happen? Just like she did with Stephen Stearns, the murdering pedophile of Maddie Soto. The afternoon before the last court hearing, Al and I met with a municipal prosecutor, and the conversation around allegedly speculating went like this. Isn't this shocking that this just now came out after these Stephen Stearns emails were brought to light again a year later by none other than Granny's Washing, who didn't have a fucking problem with them, never cared, didn't give a shit about it, but I find it to be quite ironic. Now the story's changed once again, per usual with Julie and Truth. Prosecutor, I watched all the videos Jessica sent me. Where's the proof of this? Because defaming the prosecutor is not a good look, Julie. And he said very clearly that he went to YouTube and watched those videos. Never stated anything about being sent them by Jessica. And what's really interesting is your posts completely contradict this once again. But we don't even need to go back into that. You're just looking like a performance clown per usual. Goddamn useful idiot. You're not very useful though, because you fuck things up so bad. Julie, who's Jessica? I had no idea of AS's real name. Sure. Prosecutor, she has the YouTube channel. Julie, I know one Jessica on YouTube who lives in Pennsylvania. She sent you videos? Prosecutor, no. I'm talking about the beautiful lady from the South. She wears a scarf in her hair with long earrings. Julie, allegedly speculating. Prosecutor, yes, that is her channel. Julie, I have no idea what she sent you or why. I didn't know her name was Jessica. AS was never on any police report. I never talked to the prosecutor nor police about allegedly speculating. So how the fuck did the prosecutor know her name was Jessica? And why the fuck was he talking like that? He was in love with her. Really? Isn't that ironic, Julie? Isn't that fucking ironic? You know what you left out of that? The part that you told everybody previously about you being questioned about Cluminati's Discord. Wow, isn't that convenient, Julie? I guess your buddies forgot to tell you that you made posts in Discord that we all have access to where you claimed that what you were actually questioned about in that prosecutor meeting, which pissed you off, was Cluminati's Discord that you were a part of. I love you defaming a prosecutor, though, because he said in his closing statements after you withdrew that he did watch allegedly speculating's videos, and he actually was very impressed with her level of integrity and detail to the facts. I love how you guys think that you got some sort of gotcha, though, and so now all these rewrites are happening, to which now Elevated Truth has taken it upon himself and said that we interfered with your ability of getting an RO, and I remind you very clearly, that was in superior court. Not a goddamn thing was FOIA'd, learned about that, except from Julie. Julie is the only one who ever detailed what was happening with the RO hearing, to which the RO was tossed by the court. No interference, no nothing. When Julie was questioned on her behavior by Craig's attorney, Julie came out and made an entire performance about somebody was interfering in the court case. Not ever going to be a thing. In fact, at that time, she blamed War Eagle. Not that first initial day, but a couple days down the road when stories always change. So not only is Elevated Truth in on this spin, but so is Julie Skolnick, who is also out here, by the way. Julie Skolnick, you might want to fucking watch your step, because you made another fucking lie that's being played all over the place, claiming, well, I'm on you, I might as well mention a few of these things, because I see exactly what you're doing. You stated that I said your dad, and you, of course, made this big, huge performance out of him being a rabbi, trying to, once again, lean into the anti-Semitism, which had nothing to do with my coverage of you, never has. I don't care about you being anything. What you are is a lolcow, and a fucking goddamn embarrassment to society is what you are, bitch. And you will never be considered an autism advocate. You are absolutely an exploiter. And I feel horrific for the people you exploit. But you made a performance saying your dad's a rabbi, and nonsense. Nonsense said my dad hated me and my sister. The fuck? No, I didn't. Never did. Never once did I do that. Actually, even B. Tim caught that and said, is there proof of this? The only thing I ever mentioned about you was after playing a video of you saying and crying about how you always lived in the shadow of your brother and your sister. That's what I said. And one day I think I asked, I wonder if your dad would be proud of you misusing the court systems the way you have been, because you always inlaid your dad was such an upstanding man. Never once did I say that he hated you and your sister, because that's not something that I would even say, let alone were you even talking about. You were putting on a performance about you living in the shadows of your brother and your sister. That's a you thing, not a me thing, and stop putting fucking words in my mouth, bitch. Because guess what? Al might not know what you're doing currently, but he is going to. And so is the prosecutor in your county, because you have defamed him, myself, and allegedly speculating. You continue to rewrite things alongside your buddy, Elevated Truth. And I frankly am at the point of fuck around and find out, bitch. You're right, you don't have anything, but Al sits by and co-signs your shit, and actually you brought Al in to your little performances about us too. So Al is going to be included in it too. You're welcome. Anyways, let's continue to go on. Julie got her 5 minutes.